Hey everybody, how's it going? Rigo here. Um, I'm going to be doing this analysis on Doge really quick. I originally was not gonna. I was gonna post this as a quick analysis because I shared this chart with somebody else, and I was just gonna share it with the community. But I'm gonna go ahead and take this opportunity to very quickly break down the chart and kind of show you guys what I have on Doge and. Um, this TA is pretty much going to apply for the majority of altcoins. There are a few that you can't apply this rule set to because they have not retraced to significant algo targets, like right off the top of my head, not XRP, TRX. TRX is floating around the 786 still, while the other altcoins are all down at the 89 and the 95 in these lower regions. So coins that have not reached the 89 and the 95% sell-off zones are a little bit more risky because you're buying at the 786, and the vast majority of coins have ultimately come down here to the 89% sell-off zone and beyond. So sorry if the volume's a little bit low on this video. It is the middle of the night. My little one is sleeping here in the other room, so I I would like not to wake her up. So I'm going to be a little bit on the lower end of the spectrum here, and I do apologize. So with altcoins in general, we have, for the most part, gone down here and consolidated over here. This is a very good consolidation period that I'm seeing here on Doge. It's it's made its run up here, and it's taken its time to consolidate into these lower regions. I do very strongly believe that Doge is finishing up here, and it's bottoming out here. It's starting to show signs of sideways price action, where you can see the bulls accumulating and getting ready for a breakout here. So there are two Elliott wave counts here, and I have it up here on this note because this was going to be just a screenshot analysis, but I can go ahead and explain this to you guys now. So there are two potential Elliott wave counts. This one in pink here has us finished off, and that is my primary, by the way. And it is my primary because I'm using the measured move technique. So if you take your Fibonacci retracement tool of the length of the wave 3, so the 3 being this impulsive structure here, and it finished off right here. So if you take your Fib retracement tool upside down, the length of this wave 3, the -236 becomes your highest probable target for the fifth wave. And so we pegged it, we hit it right on the money, and we're going sideways here. Now, just because the fifth wave target has been met doesn't mean that it's concrete. So you open a long position there, and you place your stop loss here in case you continue the sell off to the bottom. So the secondary Elliott wave count is this one that we have in red, and that would pretty much put it right here. Let me go ahead and remove the pink one. And the second one would be that this is a wave 4, and we're going to ultimately break down from here for one last low into the 95 Fibonacci zone. So that's also a very good possibility. The reason why I'm not leaning towards this one in particular is because if you take your measured move of the proposed wave 3 here, this -236 has us coming down to the 97 fib level. That would mean a 97% sell off from the top here. And so I think I've only seen one coin do this, but and the vast majority of the other coins are holding strong here at the 95. So seeing a sell off to the 97 is not my highest probability zone for altcoins at the moment, unless we start to see some of the other ones roll over and it becomes a pattern. But as far as I can tell for now, the pattern is the 95 is or close to the 95. I guess we could say between the 89 and the 95 being the area for a bottoming formation. And then I'm going to also add that once we put the moving averages on here, it'll be a little bit more clear as to why I believe the bottom is in. And if we break this trend line here to the upside, it would solidify the fact that we have further now bottomed out here, and we're going to continue. We're going to try to push up here and break some of these Elliott wave counts to the bottom. And so, if we break this downtrending line here, the first run for the bulls is going to be up here to 13 cents or so, where it might find resistance as we try to establish an impulsive structure to the upside. And so, what we might be what we might see when we get to this area is resistance. We come down here, we do something like this to begin to establish areas of support here, and that'll kind of give the bulls something to work off of as we begin to work our way to the upside. So still potentially an Elliott wave count that could take us up and then all the way back down again, and then up and then back down again. So it's going to be some sideways chop. It's going to be a battle for the bulls to try to establish a new trend. Uh, but yeah, let me go ahead and take you down to the 1 hour time frame here and kind of show you guys what trend line I'm talking about. And this structure right here to me looks more impulsive than corrective, but we could still definitely roll over again. It's just that the way that this structure looks to me, it's more of a parabolic move instead of a three wave type corrective move that would imply us going lower. Now we have seen impulsive moves on this one, like the one that we saw here, um, but the only thing that's saving us is that we have a potential Elliott wave count that is complete in this zone. So yeah, it's no surprise that this impulsive structure here appeared as we sold off into this region, and like I said, the measured move, the length of the wave three was kind of a giveaway here, and so I am on the 1 hour chart. So we do get these crazy wicks in some of these altcoins, and what I like to do whenever I see crazy wicks like this is if there's two wicks close to each other, I'll just place my tool there, and I'll adjust it to an area of maybe two or three wicks that we saw to give me a better indication as to where my negative 236 could be, and we were just shy of that target. So a very technical Elliott wave structure that's playing out here for Doge. And now I'm going to take you guys to the daily time frame, and I'm going to flip through some other charts to give you guys an idea of how I've been looking at this market and what I expect some of these altcoins that have not taken off in this past week yet to do. So if you go over to the daily time frame, I can give you guys a quick snapshot of where my target um, for Doge is, and that would be the proven 3618 extension level that we have seen these altcoins do from their genesis point. So it would be no surprise, and actually it's the highest probable target at this moment is 275 for Doge. So some very big gains to be made there, and the run up from 0 to 73 cents was big, but this one should also be big. And based off of historical plays here. So we're looking at about a 4,500% return on investment if you buy here. And that is actually the same percentage that Ethereum did when it went from, I believe, $80 to almost 5K, if I'm not mistaken. So there is a pattern here. There is a trend that we're seeing where 4,000% return and 4,000 to 5,000% return is becoming an average return on investment for some of these altcoins. And you can go back in Bitcoin's history and see those types of returns happen over and over again. And sometimes it's higher, guys, but for the most part, I'm starting to see a trend of 4,500%, and we'll see what happens in this altcoin potential altcoin boom, because everything can go to zero, right? But if you are going to invest, this is the time to do it. When you see a chart like this starting to go sideways, especially coming off of a 95% sell off. So yeah, maybe we could see another couple months of sideways action going into November, and then we eventually get the breakout. But for now, it is an accumulation zone, and your risk to reward is extreme here. Um, don't be surprised if this thing just takes off to the stars. So, um, Ethereum Classic last year uh, jumped tremendously in like a couple of monthly candles here, and it hit the 3618 extension on the nose perfectly. So don't be surprised if you just get one monthly candle that takes us way up here, or two monthly candles that just hits us to the target. It could take off at any moment from this point forward. Now, going over and looking at the moving averages, the daily moving averages have been um, what I have based my trades off of here in the last week, and I'm going to explain what's going on here. So, the pink line that you see is the 21 moving average, and we are on the daily chart, so it is the daily 21 moving average. It's just a line that is established on this chart that takes the past 21 candles and draws a little line, a little section of line here on this chart, and then you eventually begin to get an average as the 21 candles start to add up. And so the yellow one is the 55 moving average. The red one typically applies to the stock market, but I still have it up here in crypto, and that is the 100 moving average, and the 200 moving average here on the daily time frame. Now, the 55, the 100 moving average doesn't, for as far as I can tell, is not significant in the crypto market. So I'm going to go ahead and take it off. The yellow 55 moving average is is a moving average that I have up for one reason and one reason only, is that whenever you see a death cross happen, so a death cross being the 55 moving average, making a cross with the white 200 moving average to the downside, that is called a death cross. And typically that means that you're in a bear market or a downtrending pattern. But when the opposite happens and you see um, a golden cross, which is when the yellow 55 moving average crosses above the white 200 moving average, that's called a golden cross. And typically that means that you're going to the upside here. And so we have two golden crosses that happen down here, signaling to the market that we are in a bull trend. Okay. And so, sorry, coming back over here, we do not have any golden crosses here at all whatsoever. So we're looking to potentially call this a bottoming formation and maybe make a first golden crossover here in this time frame, and we're seeing this with all of the altcoins. So we're below here these moving averages. So technically, we are still in a bear market until we get some golden crosses that could happen maybe 6 months from now, maybe even a year from now. So potentially some more sideways action coming in where we make our two golden crosses like we did over in this region, and then the bulls will really start to come in heavy. So what we're doing here is we're pretty much bottom fishing, guys. So um, it's it's a little bit of a wait. Throw your crypto into a cold storage and come back for it. But the way that I've been basing my trades off of here the past week and catching some of these really nice returns is on the daily time frame. Whenever you see the candles begin to close above the 21 moving average on the daily time frame, these cryptos have been just ripping to the upside. So they'll hang out, they'll touch the 21 moving average a few times and stay above it, kind of like confirm that the trend is starting, the bulls are starting to take control, and then they'll just break to the upside. The target is the 200 moving average, so we should find some resistance there, maybe get rolled over, and then eventually attempt down the road a golden crossover. So we still got time, no reason to rush in. But the 4 hour moving average, the 21 4 hour moving average, and the 21 200 moving average uh, are going to begin to hold some significant support here for a coin like Doge that's just taking off. So it's leaving the 21 moving average behind in pink right now, but more likely than not, we're going to return back here to the 200 moving average again, maybe 2 or 3 times here before we eventually start to take off. So yeah, this one might still go sideways for like a day or two more before it breaks to the upside. But I'm going to go ahead and show you guys XRP is looking very well as far as the moving averages are concerned. On the daily time frame, XRP is on an uptrending line right here, very significant. So I'm expecting some very big moves coming off of XRP. It's coming off of the 89 fib level, and on the daily time frame, it is above the 21 moving average. So we should make a run for 50 cents here soon. And some of the coins that have already taken off is OP. I do have a potential completed Elliott wave structure to looking maybe for an opportunity to short it. But yeah, we got above the 21 daily moving average and we just left. Another one is near. So this one has been good to me on the long side. And like I said before, they're just bouncing off the 21 moving average, confirming the support, continuing to the upside. So near still has some upside to go here. I believe the uh, the target is up here at about $6 to $7. So this general zone. Let's see. H bar is another one that has been good to me here on the long side for day trades, and it's starting to fan away from the 21 daily moving average. Fill is another one that was hanging out here for a couple of days. Once it got above the 21 daily moving average, it just took off. And I do have Fill correcting here. How far that correction will take us is still remains to be seen, but we still have upside here for Fill. So I am looking to go on the long side. It's just going to take some patience on my end, and we got this sideways bottoming formation like we're seeing in Doge right now. That once it broke with a lot of force. So potentially something coming to Doge and XRP here in the next maybe in the next week or so. Another let's see here. Did ADA? Nope. ADA is still just now starting to break away from its 21 daily moving average. And you start to, a lot of these coins are looking very similar in nature because they trade uh, together. And so you see ETH breaking above that 21 moving average and, going up. Same with Bitcoin. Bitcoin is getting ready to take off here, it looks like. But you guys, that's what I have for Bitcoin and Ethereum and all the crypto market in general. I hope this helped you. And let me close it off there. I hope you guys are able to benefit from this technical analysis. Take care.